We're doing it live. We're doing it live. Oh man, what a great guy. Oh, it's such a great picture.
Who?
That's such an awesome picture.
What are you looking at?
Uh, I was looking at YouTube, but now that we're live, I can turn the YouTube off. So now we're live. All right, you
Live?
ready?
Yeah.
Introductions. Hey guys, I'm Patrick,
I'm James.
and this is Two Guys, One Cup. All right. You know what I didn't do? I meant to grab my tablet so I could go over the matches and stuff from this past weekend. That was the one
I
thing I
don't
didn't do.
remember everyone's name.
You remember all the matches?
All the matches.
Okay, because I do not.
Well, you were
I'm
part of
not
it.
even close. I know. I was part of it. You were too, though.
Yeah. I feel like I wish I wasn't the last match of the day. I felt like I underperformed for the 11th super match, but
Too much
the shout
pressure.
out to JK. He's just too strong for me right now. But
Yeah, he
like
was.
again, I'm going hard and come back hopefully.
Yeah, he's a beast. It's crazy. I don't think it'll take that much time, though, to be honest.
Oh,
I mean, he's an old man and you're a young buck. So that's kind of how that works, right?
right. Well, actually, I don't even know how old JJ is. JJ like
Oh,
late.
he's got to be older than me.
Think so?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
I think he's at least mid 40s. And I could be wrong. Sorry, JJ. You're a super nice guy. Don't get me wrong. Like you were fucking awesome. Like, but and I'm just a dick.
Dude, he was way bigger than I thought he was. That like I've seen him in person before,
Yeah.
but we never sized
Yeah.
each other up because we were always pulling in a different class or shit. But I was
Well, I
like, I
re
think I'm bigger.
yeah. I remember him from like Winter Blast, and he was a little bit bigger than that from last year.
Yeah, that dude's thick as fuck. And
Oh yeah.
yeah, that made me sad when I gripped up with him before the match. I was like, oh, this isn't the feeling I want to have before. You know what I mean?
All right. Would he have like a big ass hand? Was it huge?
Big hand, like I could feel like dudes that like arm wrestle, like their handshake's a little bit different than a normal person's handshake. Like the
Yeah.
way they train their hand, like I was like, oh, dude, he's already got the cup built into his handshake. Like he doesn't wrap around all the way; he just sees it, and I'm like, wild. Um, but do we just want to run through the? Is this
Yeah,
just
we
really us?
can. I got it pulled up. I mean, there's stuff to talk about, but I had a freaking blast. Number one, it was awesome. It was a blast. How about practice last night? Oh my God. For anybody who doesn't practice at Joe Fitzsimmons' house and lives near us in St. Albans area, hit us up, man. Like we'll get you there. Like that was an awesome practice last night.
Yeah, dude, with all killers, like most of the killers in Vermont, if you think about it.
Hey, well, we were missing some Vermont power guys. You got to give them some
Right.
props for sure.
If you look at Maskell, right, Maskell's the number one contender in the middleweight series in Vermont, right?
Yep. Jake felt really good too.
Jake Thompson's feeling fucking awesome. We got
Yep.
Sean Boogeyman Weber. We got world champion Joe Fitzsimmons. We got Jeff. Jeff's a fucking monster. Um,
Yeah, his cup was feeling really good last night. Both hands too.
dude,
Like
again,
I was very surprised.
you can attest to this, but some people just can't take the pressure at tournaments, and like
Yeah.
they get anxiety and shit. But it doesn't mean that they're not great pullers. It's just like they're kind of one of those people where they just excel as a super match in a room with just the two guys and a ref.
Yep. Yeah, but I mean he pulls good at a lot of tournaments. It's just I don't know. I think going to these big tournaments, we got a little more experience going to them. So there's more confidence too. Like we're just there to pull. I don't give a crap. Like I'm gonna pull you. Like
Right.
and I'm a better ready puller than I am a practice puller. So
Yeah, I can attest to that. I feel like egoly, like I'm a terrible arm wrestler. I,
egoically.
I just I think I got like a lucky dimple on my ass cheek or something that this gets me through. That's all I can think.
Fair.
Like
Oh man. Yeah.
when I lost that Steve's tournament last time, left-handed, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Like I got work to do. And then this time at Steve's, I'm like, I must have just got lucky. So
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
trying to work on that.
I
But
mean, we give all the props to Roger. Learn as much as possible, but you getting a pin on that guy is really that's big news. That's huge.
well, I told him before I even met him, or when I met him, I was like, "Hey, dude, just watched you smash at Arnold's and watched your
Yeah.
Keystone and watched your IFA." He's like, "Thanks, man." He's like, "Why? How long you been pulling?" I'm like, "Well, since I was a kid, but like training for like 2 years." He's like, "Okay, I
Yeah.
won't take it easy on you then, bro." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh shit."
Yeah, man. It's nice to know that too. I don't want anybody taking it easy on us. Fuck that.
No, oh, dude, if someone ever hit me with a, "Well, I was easy on you," I'm like, "Fuck you, dude. We're supposed to be in the
Oh, yeah.
class, so let's be professionals."
Right.
And since I beat Jonathan McChurchin, that also means I'm probably one of the best 220 left-hand pullers around. Just so you know.
Jeez. Yeah, that was nastiness.
Dude, how do you?
I almost my arms don't feel terrible, but they don't. My right doesn't feel good today.
I was fucking sad after Joe's. Like,
I was hurting after Joe's, but right now I'm doing all right.
uh, um, that's great to hear. I mean, show the camera, show everybody
What's that?
your biceps, buddy.
The flex?
Oh,
I
dude,
don't
they're
know. It's
peaks. Those are gold.
you can't
It's
see it right now.
face. Think about it that way.
I want these. I don't care about the bicep. I just want the forearms to get bigger.
Yeah, I know. I've been switching up my flex to like do shit like this, to like the stupid, like I don't even know what you call that. The music note
The,
pose, like
yeah,
it's
the
such.
the brachialis pose.
I don't know why we started doing that or who. I want to. Someone needs to fact check this and figure out who's the first arm wrestler that was like, yeah, check out my sick ass forearm.
It's got to be around Brzezink's time.
You think Brzenk? They probably weren't Brzenk, but
Well, I mean, it probably wasn't Brzezinck, but maybe like a Johnny Walker or even a Cleve Dean. Those are big boys.
right. And they probably didn't really have like aesthetically pleasing biceps.
Yeah.
So, huh?
Well, no, those guys were jacked all around.
Cleve Dean was not jacked at any
Cleve
mean,
Dean was a massive, massive man.
but it was not jacked. He was a
He
big man.
was he was fat, but there's a lot of muscle under that fat.
Right. I'm not taking it away, but
Dude, he was talking. I was watching a video and he was talking about stories about how he would just pick up like a 600-pound pig.
yeah, that's stupid.
It's like,
That's ignorant. That's all.
what? Yeah. And no, like in his day when he was at his strongest, like people couldn't touch him. But so like Brzezinski and those guys didn't pull him at his strongest. They pulled him towards the end of his career.
Well, I mean, what do you want John to do? Show up at freshman year in high school and be like, all right, you had a good run.
Well, that ain't happening.
You
No.
know what I mean, though? Like, John at 18 went to Worlds, said, all right, you guys can give up now. Like, I'm here.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
fucked.
Hey, did you know that Cleve Dean actually competed in the first World's Strongest Men uh competitions?
Really?
Yeah.
How do you do?
Yeah. He did all right. No, I mean he's like I think the best he got was like eighth or something, but
I mean, you think he trained specifically for strongman, or you think he just went,
I think he just went and grabbed shit and picked it up.
bro? That's what I
He's a
want to see.
freak.
Do they have like novice strongmen where like you've never trained, but we know you're strong? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I did it.
Was that and like no, but was there like big, ignorantly big, strong dudes there that didn't have a clue on how to lift shit right, but they were just rugged?
Yeah, pretty much. Most of the people there were pretty new. It was over in Lake Placid.
Did you see a guy where like this guy's gonna win? Like you just looked at him, and you're like, big dummy over here that licks windows real good. He's gonna do a good job.
Right, you thought, but I beat him. Like it was in my 220 class. There was one French kid from Canada from Montreal who I was like, oh, he's a bad dude. Because I hit my first 500 deadlift there ever on the axle bar. And then I smoked him on overhead press. And then farmer's walk, I smoked him too, but he couldn't. It was just those difference. Like he couldn't hold on to the
Okay.
handles where I could.
Yeah. So
But
he was a bitch.
no, he was the second strongest guy there.
If we knew his name, we should shout him out and be like, "You're a bitch," and your kids know it.
Oh, I have no idea. I couldn't. God, I've got videos of it, pictures of it,
We're gonna do
but I
a
don't.
montage of how bad he sucks. Thanks.
He didn't. He followed behind me and everything. So
Wait, do you think you could beat him at arm wrestling? Real question. That's the only question.
at this point, I would think so.
Yeah, you're gonna rape him, right? I mean, no, you're gonna molest him. No, those aren't the right words either. You are gonna beat him with non.
Senseless.
It'll be unconsensual.
I I'm gonna be him autistic.
um,
Oh my God.
shit, dude. Are you keeping track of the live thing? Because I'm not on YouTube, so
No,
if
no, it's
how are we
on.
gonna,
I checked it. I
how are we gonna
looked.
reach out the questions and comments?
I don't know. I can
I
pull it
can't
up.
I
I'll
can't be
just.
putting posts out saying, "Hey, you can do a Q&A with two guys, one cup," and then we don't. That's the biggest troll ever. People are gonna hate us.
Hold on. Oh shoot. Let me go ahead and find it here. Uh,
Bro, my arm's so messed up. I'm switching hands constant.
just rest it on your knee or something.
I got something that'll hold it.
A koozie? You know, like a koozie or something?
Nah,
You're a
you weren't
koozie?
looking at the camera. I was pretending to use something else.
Oh no, we're up here. We got Yusuf's on. Dan Citrella, Andrew Rivers. Shout out to all you guys.
Shout out to Yusuf for being the GOAT and dog walking his competition, both arms on the same day. He needs to, you know what? Yusuf needs to stop being a pussy and he just needs to go up weight.
Hey,
Maybe he's just too strong for that weight cap.
listen, Yusuf, James looks much less inbreed with this haircut. Good stuff, my friends. He also said that JJ is 73.
Oh, well, shit, dude.
Hey, shout out to Ray Romanowski. He's on. He's checking this out.
Ray, real quick, impressed the fuck out of me when he beat Sean Weber. Like,
Oh yeah.
I
You
hope
mean
he
when he beat everybody?
Right. Well, not even that. Like,
Yeah.
I was telling Ridge, I'm like, yo, you want to see some crazy shit? Watch what Sean does to a hooker. Sean, I think, flash pinned him the first time.
Yep.
And then Ray comes back and gets him in a hook. And you're like, oh, wait a minute. But you're like, never happen again. And then Ray does it again. And I went, dude, I just wanted to start throwing dollar bills. Like, you got to put some respect on that man's name, dude. Like,
That was impressive.
Like, for me, like, that's just because I hold Sean so high. And again, Sean won the last tournament at what was it, Tri-State, and
yep,
he was about to win that before Ray decided to be the Cinderella man.
I was impressed with him. Oh, shout out to Dan and shout out to Andrew as well. Sorry, I want to make sure we say hi to everybody. But
yeah, dude, thanks everybody for watching this. And I just want to go back real quick about Arm Wars. So Arm Wars 2, I think, was a success. How do you feel?
Absolutely. I thought it was all awesome. There was even with like the little bit of confusion with the brackets, like everything still went pretty well. Like the tournament went pretty flawlessly. Like it ended fairly early, a lot earlier than last time.
Yeah,
And hopefully like I guess the events are just gonna get faster. So Steve's goal is to make sure the events get faster. I'll let him share with everybody how he hopes to do that, but and I'll keep going. I'll go to every single one I can. As long as I can get off work, I'll be there.
bro, how does that drive like mess you up? That drive took things from me,
So
but
bad.
the straight
hate
drive, the straight drive for me, I don't know if I'll ever do that again.
No, I have to stay down there.
Yeah, dude. That it was a 24-hour trip.
No.
We left at 3. We
Yep.
got back at like 3:30. And I was like,
Oh, dude.
yeah. Like,
But how awesome was it hanging out at Five Guys, chilling with Miguel? That
Dude,
is kind of
Miguel
great. Shout out
said,
to Miguel, dude.
like,
Yeah,
I couldn't believe that he liked me a little bit because I was talking so much shit to him when he was pulling Bill Sinks.
right.
But he's just such a good dude.
He
And
was such a good dude.
yeah, funny as fuck, dude. This like he's so subtle, but he's so funny. And I was like,
Yeah.
if I was a handsome guy from Brazil but shorter, that's how I imagine myself is Miguel.
Oh, can we give a call out to Beast Mode for doing a tournament at a fucking strip club? Like, kudos to you guys.
What are you doing?
It's posted.
No shit.
It's
But
on the.
if my girlfriend watches this, I can't go.
She doesn't watch her shit.
I hope not.
There's two of them, so she doesn't know which one it is.
That's a good point. But you're right, dude. That was the smartest thing I've ever heard. The minute they said that to me, when Miguel said that, I was like, bro, what? Yeah, I'm going.
Of course.
Yeah. Dude, the back pressure I'm gonna have for my hard on dick holding that table down. Good luck. Good luck. You pull me sideways. Sideways is easy. That's counterbalance. I hang to the right. You got me.
Can't go back. Nope.
Backwards
You're
or across the table. Good luck. Good
It'll
luck.
be tripod all day.
Yeah. Technically, I could pick both feet up off the ground, have that one touching, and still have something touching the ground.
That's right.
Big
Watch
brain.
out for the watch out for the pre-cum though. You got to be careful for that.
Slip and twist it.
We should totally be getting into the matches here. We're slacking on talking about any of those. Oh shoot, I lost my spot.
So JJ
Stupid as
weighs
hell.
257.8 pounds. Just so fun fact.
Oh, I thought he was bigger. I thought he was like 260, 270. So
I mean,
he's big. He's tall. He's big. Like he's a big boy, man.
bro, I told him before we pulled him, like, you sound like the lead singer from Everlast, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't want him to tell me what it was like when he was beating me, but
he was super cool. I met him at Winter Blast. He probably doesn't remember. I don't know how I remember all this stuff, but I met him at Winter Blast. He was super cool. So when I saw him like starting all the Mac stuff up, I was like, oh crap, I met that guy. I was like, he was super nice. And then he got into it and it was like, this is really cool. Like I'm glad that he's a part of it because he seems very ambitious about it. He's bringing it all over to other tournaments. He's taking a table with him all over. Like it's awesome.
I can't wait to
It
try
is
that table
awesome.
out, dude. I think the Mac rules for me are gonna go the way I like things, but
Yeah,
we'll
I
see.
got to use it a little bit at Winter Blast, but that was the only time I did. It was very short amount of time. So
I want your opinion on this. I think my edging that I've been doing for like 3 months now to get stronger with my testosterone has ruined my hitting to finish, if that makes sense.
you're edging.
Oh yeah, edge all the time, dude.
All right, I think I know what you're talking about, and I
Well,
don't do any of
what do
that.
you think it is?
When you're holding out on jizzing.
Well, no, you're trying to get to the point of almost doing it, then you just like swallow that shit in, pull it back.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. I agree. Yeah. That's what I think you're talking about.
Basically, if life's going too good for you, you need to figure out something to center you.
I just had this pulled up where I had all the matches
I
right
can
in
tell
a
you the
row.
matches, Patrick. Look me in the eyes. Let's do this. Look at me. First match.
I got it.
Right hand. I think it was a 205 weight cap. It was Carson King versus
Yes.
Michael Tatro. And I'm like the only guy that could pronounce Michael's last name.
Tatro?
Yeah, it's Tatro. But people will read it and be like Tatro, Tatro. Like,
No, I was saying Tatro. It went how I thought it was going to go. I knew Carson's back pressure and hand is good. The right hand is good.
I predicted Carson to win, but I didn't think Carson was going to take his hand that easily. And no disrespect to Michael, but like I know how strong Michael is with that side pressure, so I thought it was going to be a little bit different. But this kudos to Carson. We know how good he is technically, and obviously he's getting stronger. I think. I mean, he doesn't have none of this smoke, but besides that, let's give him his due.
Okay, he just posted that elbow up, and it was nice. It was nice. That was a nice day. So
yeah, straight to the post office. They didn't even charge him.
And then we got more stuff going. And then it was Ed and Ryan Woods. You know what? I thought I had met Ryan Woods before. I never had. But holy shit, impressive kid, dude.
Yeah, dude. I met him out in the hallway, shook his hand, and I said, I'm going to have to take a retract on what I said in the podcast, bro, because I didn't know you. I didn't know you had a hand like that. Because, you know what I mean? Like, anyone could train with any group, and it doesn't mean they're good. Like, I hope there's no arm wrestling crew out there that goes, you can't be on our team or our club because you're not at our level. Like, you're such a piece
Yep.
of shit. Ever do that to somebody? Like, all people come in, everyone's going to start somewhere. But again, I didn't know where Ryan was, so I assumed he could be a bottom guy, he could be a top, but I never heard his name before.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Turns
Well,
out,
Steve
guess what?
said he was good. Steve told us,
Ryan
so
is a top. After
yeah.
that match, I can tell you he's a top.
Oh, I see what you're doing there, double entendre. Look at
Mm.
it.
I don't know what that word means, but I think we're agreeing on the same thing. Yeah. No, you doing that's bottom.
Oh shit. Who was third? Was third Yusuf and Ethan? We're gonna blast through these. This is because we've done this so many times, but I think it was Yusuf and Ethan, right?
Yep. Dude, I missed their first match. I had to go take a shit, and all I could hear was them screaming, and I was so mad. Like, I really pushed it.
Oh yeah.
And by the time
No,
I got there,
third,
it was over.
third was Caleb and Tyler.
Tyler just took his hand like I suspected.
Yeah.
And
Caleb looked really impressive in the first round, though. Like
yeah,
he
the
held
first
it for a
round, I think
while.
that was just
Yeah.
Tyler's mistake. Not taken away from Caleb. I just think Tyler's trying to get a comfortable angle. And once he figured out, okay, just buff through. Like
Yeah.
don't chase the cup, just post and break that hand. And once he did that, I think it was over, in my opinion. In my opinion, it's pretty fucking important because it's our podcast.
And his arm is just so long. Like it's just such a long arm. But Caleb was super cool too. He was fun to meet. So
Caleb
like
was
all these
terrible. He
guys.
called the foul on me when I was pulling JJ, so I like my court.
I mean, was it?
I don't know. I'm not a ref. I'm just
Well, if you want the good calls, you gotta accept the bad calls as
remember,
well.
it's not a foul.
And we'll get into
It's not
that.
a foul until proven guilty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Facts.
I mean, what was the most impressive part about that? Was it how after that second round, Tyler just kind of took him pretty much right to the pad.
You
It
ever
was
see
pretty dominant after that.
Godzilla movie, Godzilla -1, where like Godzilla was walking through Tokyo and just start crushing shit,
Yeah.
and then little people were like, "Ah, shit, ah, fine." More squint in the eye than me, and they were very upset.
Oh no, 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 no.
Well,
I
anyway,
do I do not agree with James's assessment of Asian people.
you're telling me people in Japan got wider eyes than me? No fucking
Hey,
way.
cool. Let's not go there.
This
Let's
isn't
keep it to arm
this
wrestling.
isn't
Oh.
being racist. This is just call me on my shit if I'm wrong. You're telling me
Oh,
there's a
we're talking about Tyler. He just joined in. So
hell yeah,
yes,
dude,
you
shout out
nailed it,
to
James.
Tyler.
I fully chased his cup, he says, in
Yeah,
round one.
I'm not stupid. I know. I watched these things happen. I was there.
Yeah.
So then the third, that was third. So fourth was what? Or was that the fourth?
That was Yusuf. Fourth was Yusuf and Ethan.
Yep. And they went to a deep
Very
hook.
impressive.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that shit. Yusuf did everything he said he was going to do, and Yusuf did not bitch out when he said, if I'm leading 2-0, I will go to a hook. So mad respect on him because guess what? If I was winning 2-0, I'd look at me, you fucking stupid bitch. We're going to do this the third time. Make you feel good.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, he definitely did, and he got smashed.
Yeah.
So
but guess what, dude? He's a man of his word. I'm not.
I don't know. I probably would have as well.
Fifth round, the fifth super match was probably the craziest one, I'd say.
I'm not sure. I guess.
Do you want me to let you know what happened?
You can assess this one. I'm kind of one-sided on this.
Did you? Oh, I didn't know if you remembered the match.
I remember the
wait
match.
A minute. It was your match, dude. Technically, you ended Jonathan McChurchin's streak.
Oh, that's right. He was unbeaten on left, right?
He's unbeaten. He was the best in 220, left-handed.
Yeah.
So technically, think about it this way: you didn't have to go to semi-pro. at Winter Blast. You beat all those guys too. Those guys all suck. Those are all bombs. That's what I say.
Yeah.
So if anyone that didn't go to the tournament, didn't watch the live, if you want to watch something that's like, oh, that's a mismatch. But again, to all the great arm wrestlers out there and everyone that was like, oh, doing the arm wrestling math, the only one that got the match right was me. Everyone else suspected wrong.
That's not right.
Patrick
Steve said he thought I would win too.
He said he thought you'd win, but it'd be way more of a dogfight and it'd be way more, you know what I mean? It'd be dirty. That wasn't dirty. That was just a class act. That was like watching, like if you hired a professional porn star to go fuck a fan.
And dude, there was a lot of there was so much shit talking going on, but it wasn't from me at all.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, some of the fans that you have talk so much shit for you. Yeah, your son was out of control, and then there's
yeah. I wonder how he got that way.
I don't know, but we really got to work on that because like there's no reason to degrade someone or mock someone due to a sporting event. It's unacceptable, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's not.
You just look silly right now.
What are you talking about?
We got Bird's on. Bird said I called that match too, bro. So, well, our team had me. So it's obviously.
That's what it does, though. And the team knows, like, oh, shit. Like, I don't know. Do you remember when I was like, Patrick, pick your arm up? And I pointed at John. I'm like, you're fucked. Look at this. This isn't going to be a good day. Like, why would you sign up for that?
I didn't even need you to rub it. I was surprised you were rubbing it. I was, like, no, take your time.
It was so a touch of winter.
Well, I showed everybody how to top roll.
Yeah.
So.
Right. With that stubby little arm, you could top roll, hook, press. Just tickle me.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. Top roll, press, and hook. So.
I'm not biased. I say it. That was a slaughter. It was awesome. I think the levels you progressed in 3 months, I'd say from, if you looked at your matches, right, and your technical ability from Tri-State to that one is night and day.
Oh, dude, from Legacy to that one, from Carson to that
event? Oh, God. I guarantee you Carson
was ugly.
Match going, I'm so glad I didn't pull that version of Patrick at the Shield.
Right. I never would have made weight.
Gives a shit. They don't weigh people.
They weigh me. So I weigh in every time.
Yeah. So yeah, round 5 I think was crazy. Make sure you're telling me what's going on with live because I want to make sure I'm responding to shit. Because
I am. That's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you who's chiming in. Yeah, Dan said I knew Weeks would win. Andrew Rivers, I was rooting for Weeks all day. So Andrew, I believe Andrew's just started pulling with Jake Thompson in All American guys. I believe that's who. Yes, Andrew, respond. Let me know because I think Jake said you were pulling with them when you're coming through on Wednesdays. So yeah.
Yeah, Andrew was killing it too in his weight class. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Yep.
He's got a tall, long lever, but I think he's kind of a high hooker, so that's neat. I love seeing.
Well, and that was the 176 class. I'm pretty sure. So like that was the craziest class all day.
Oh, the 176 class.
Yeah, that was nasty.
Oh,
what was the 6 match? I don't remember who was after me.
I think it was Yusuf and Ed DeCruz. Yes. Yes.
Are you sure? I think it was somebody else.
Let me just run through. Yusuf and Ed DeCruz hasn't been done yet. And then there was I know Mark Haggett.
200s. Yeah.
Mark Haggett and Ben were number 8.
Yep.
Weber and Michael were number 9, and then Vlad and John Cervante were 10.
Yep.
So who else am I forgetting?
So it's Yusuf 7.
Who is 6? I feel terrible.
I don't remember. 1 minute. I'm trying to look it up right now.
And David.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep, yep, yep. It was Garrett DeVete. Yep, that's who it was.
Bro, I would have bet my house that Garrett swept in 3-0, and I'm glad I didn't bet the fucking house.
I agree. Yeah, that was crazy.
But like every dude, you know how it is. Every arm wrestler knows it is. You can't sleep on guys, especially if a dude's an underdog, because he wants it. I'd like to think more than you do, but
Yes.
and if you slip up,
Yeah.
wants it that bad. Oh, big boy. And then you're thank God, dude. I couldn't believe Garrett hung on to it. I figured Garrett just let it go, but that's I think Garrett thought he was that confident he was going to be able to catch him in that low position like that, and then bring him all the way back.
Yeah.
Crazy to have that kind
Well,
of.
I think he had Garrett's hand a little bit. It was kind of weird. I did not expect that. I expected Garrett to regroup and come back in that round,
Well,
and
I
he
bet
didn't, and it was crazy.
matches out of all the super matches, that was the fastest ready go from like by the time they get to the table to the time the match started. Like
Yeah.
I watched him get on the table. I turned my back to go get a water, and by the time I turned around, the match was over. And
Yeah.
that's 5 seconds. So that's pretty crazy.
Yeah. It was wild. It was
Oh,
good.
did you? So there's 217 matches. So that means there was 434 minimum matches of the night. So 217 entries, and there's,
Entries. Yes.
sorry, and there's double elimination. So at minimum, there's 434 matches without the super matches.
Yep.
So give
Oh man.
to go through that much arm wrestling with 3 tables, I think is pretty crazy.
And well, I can't remember what time we finished. Was it 8?
Yeah, it was really. I was really.
Something like 8.
I think the last time at Tri-State, fuck, dude, we didn't leave till like 10 something.
Yep.
Yeah, because we went to Apple.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Well, I'll tell you something. It was a game changer staying at the host hotel. Like that was
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, I told you
Yeah, that was awesome. That
that
was awesome.
being able to sleep in if you want, walk around, get your breakfast, go do something, and then yeah, I recommend to any athlete to get it if you can afford it. If you can't, start an OnlyFans. Go collect bottles, bro. Do some guilt trip. Just lie to people. Do what you need to do to get by to be a better arm wrestler.
Well, lying to people is not going to help. I don't think it's going to help.
What do you mean?
Don't
If
we
you
know? Well,
hey, I remember dying in Washington State and I need gas money, and you hit about 20 people with that, you just get yourself a hotel at New York Fishkill for the Arm Wars.
well, you got to make it down there too. So
Right. But all I'm saying is, like, you think someone's going to reach out to you 2 months later, but hey, I never saw a Facebook post about your dead aunt? No one would do that.
Jesus fucking Christ. Matt Bush just entered. Hey Matt, Matt looked good too. Holy shit, he was
Oh,
in the
yeah.
176 class. Yep.
Yes. When
Yep.
him and Bird went, Ego Lee, I was like, oh, Bird's got this. And then when it stopped and he took Bird's hand, I went, oh, not good.
Right. No. 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 It's that was crazy.
That's a solid. Love each other, I think.
Hey, I'm losing you a little bit. How far away are you from your router?
Not that far.
Okay, that's weird. All right. I have you most of the time, but I'll let you know if you kind of fizzle out.
That's fine. It's
All
probably
right.
because I got WrestleMania paused. By the way, Jay Uso just won the World Heavyweight title. You
What? Who's Jay Uso?
don't need to know.
Did
It's
he
the world.
beat? Did he beat John Cena?
No, dude, how is he going to beat John Cena? Can't see the motherfucker.
I think John Cena was a world champion, or
No,
he
John
won the Royal Rumble.
for the Universal WWE Championship. Jay Uso. This is where it's done with wrestling. There's the WWE champion, and then there's the heavyweight champion.
And then there used to be an Intercontinental champion. Do
Yeah,
they have that still?
yeah.
So go at one point Goldberg was the heavyweight champion. And then at the same time, Gold Dust was like your Intercontinental champion. This is way back when I was watching it. And then your world champion was Steve Austin. I think I'm right on that. I could be wrong.
Steve Austin was the WWE champion.
Yes, WWE champion. And then
Yes.
you had Intercontinental and US champion. Oh no, there was a US champion too as well.
Championship.
Because Macho Man was always like the US champion, and then you had like Ultimate Warrior and Hogan as the world champion.
Yeah. Brother.
Brother.
Well, hey, you want to feel old? Triple H just got inducted to the Hall of Fame tonight. So sad
Yeah,
face.
he doesn't. Well, he owns the WWE at this point.
Well, you know how great it is, like when you're banging your boss's daughter and you take his company.
Yeah, I don't think he had a choice. I think McMahon had to get rid of it so he didn't get sued for it all
Right. And I
from
actually think
diddling girls.
all that money. And not to be conceited or anything, but if I was a chick and I had to get with Mr. McMahon to have a decent life, I would do it. Because 60
Yeah.
hours a week, breaking my back to still get fucked in the ass for nothing sucks too.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, hey, Matt Bush just said about when is Twin State 2? Do we know that's the one over by White River, right?
Yes, that match is in May 3rd.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah.
Kind of a
And
problem.
man, I got work.
Yeah,
Matt,
but dude,
I will not be able to make it because I can't get the day off.
I
I
want
already
to
tried.
out. They're doing $500 for overall right and overall left. So if someone that thinks they're good and wants to win the overalls can make $1,000 in one trip.
Wow,
Right.
that's pretty awesome.
Right. So
It's
basically,
amazing.
if I can lead the Shield event once Phil wins, I'm gonna go get me that $1,000.
Once Bill wins, is Bill pulling this
No,
time?
no, no. Phil. When
Beats Garrett?
Phil wins the
Yeah.
Shield, when Phil
Yeah.
wins his Shield for the lightweight champion, none of our other
Oh,
boys
right.
will.
Yeah. Yeah, we can't really talk about that, can we? We
Yeah,
won't get
yeah.
into that one, but
Either way, nice tits. Maybe I could make it for the $1,000.
oh, I would love to pull. Yeah, I would love to try to go down and pull. I'm pretty smoked right now. I would have to stop arm wrestling and train now.
Oh no, dude. My trainer says to train up to the event, and I think it works.
All the way up, huh?
All the way.
Yeah, I need to figure out what my next block is. Well, we got to finish the matches. So we're at Garrett and Devitt, and now we're at Yusuf and Ed.
I didn't see. You know what I mean? Like I was in Yusuf's corner. I said I think Yusuf reminds me a lot of me if I was younger, and had some like peanut butter in my mouth. Like we'd sound the same, same technique. But
Oh, and if you fuck sheep.
yes, no,
Yeah,
that's the point.
exactly.
They say he's the goat, and my answer is the only way you can be considered an animal, like whatever animal you are or caliber, is if you can
Yeah.
hold it down and fuck it, then you are definitely that animal. You know what I mean?
Oh,
If you
yes.
try to like bamboozle a fucking black bear, good luck, bud.
Yeah, fair. So yeah, the Yusuf really impressed me in that match because we saw we hold Sam in high regard, Sam Mitchell, and
You do.
Ed gave Sam a match. So in the hook, and I didn't really realize that Ed wouldn't be able to get to the hook at all. But
Right. Well, that's the thing too, where the styles clashes, right? So, like, say if you got a Sam is very giving to the hook. So, say if you're
yeah,
strong in the hook, you might have a match with Sam. But if you're not, say you're a top roller, but Sam likes to go to a hook, and you don't like, you know what I mean? But he can't really stop the top roll. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Because there's a lot of arm wrestlers out there that are good at baiting. They make him feel like, oh yeah, I should go in there because I beat him there, and then you get in there, and you're like, oh, dude, they got me.
yeah, fair. I yeah, I don't know. Sam's really good about getting into the hook. I think Ed just he didn't have the cup to take Yusuf there. So, but he was strong because it happened again, just like with the Ethan match. Yusuf went two up, went into the hook, and got beat. so
Yeah, dude, he's ah again, man of his word. I can respect him for it. What a bastard,
yeah.
dude. Like, I respect the gamesmanship, but I think he's taking years off these kids' lives.
None of them are. They're not really kids. He is the kid of all of them. I think he is the youngest.
Well, I think Ethan's still pretty young, and Ed's a grown man. But Ed, no homo, looks really good. Like, but no nipples in this whole match. In the whole tournament, he didn't have one nip slip. And from what he was showing on the poster, I think it's false advertisement, and you should be bringing that shit around here.
Did he have a
And
shirt? Oh, because he had the
yeah,
stringer. Yeah.
and another toxic outlet, I think, or outlook on it is I was super pissed when let's go to the next one, when Ben and Mark didn't keep the masks on.
I was not because I don't think they could pull in that. That wouldn't be, especially Ben. His whole mouth was covered. It wouldn't have been
Right,
fun at
exactly.
all.
Mark should have stood his ground on that.
Well, with the way Ben pulled, I don't think it would have mattered.
Bro, you and me talked about this, but shout out to Ben. Like, I knew Ben was good,
Yeah,
but like it
that
been
was really
a
good.
while since I've seen him, and then watching what he did to Mark, right? But Mark, it didn't look like a blowout. It just looked like Ben had too much, right? But then
It
the way I
looked
was watching,
scrap.
when I was watching Ben pull people in the practice table, and again, practice doesn't matter, rah rah. But
Yeah,
anyway, I watched him beat some guys. I ain't gonna name drop, but I could. And I was like, damn. So
yeah.
I think Steve wants to make these matches happening, and I can't wait. I think Ben's going to be a force, and they're talking about maybe he even goes to 198. If he can keep all the strength to go to 198, that's a problem.
Ugh. Ugh. I hate hitting 198. That sounds so terrible.
Yeah, dude.
What do we got? Oh, minute. We were so are we on?
Weber and Grimaldi.
No, we're on Ben. Oh, we talked about Ben and Mark. All right. Yeah, Weber and Grinaldi. Very surprising. I didn't think it would be to go that way, but
Dude, well, again, I wholeheartedly thought that Sean was going to win, but after seeing it was so close, it wasn't. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
or in the middle, it was just the right adjustments, dude. You know what I mean? Like, everyone knows
it was a
you're
hand. Yeah, it was a hand fight for
just or
sure.
you make first and he gets more, it's over.
Right. Well, and
But
it just might just climbed better. It was all about that climb. So
yep. Dude, honestly, I think it would be if I had to answer, honestly, I think it was just who could handle the pressure better. And I know what? That was Sean's first super match ever. I didn't realize that.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah, I would have we would have drilled way more super matches at practice if I known that.
Right. Yeah. We well I haven't been to Joe's in a while besides yesterday, so but yeah, I would have been going a lot more if I knew he needed that practice. So
Right.
then we would have lined it up, just lined up dude after dude for him.
Um, but yeah, so shout out to Grimaldi again. I'm pretty sure that everyone's saying he's like the guy at 176, right? Or 186. Or I think it's 176.
187, I think, is
Yeah.
what he usually pulls around.
But I don't think
It's
Sean
that
sorry.
they show him what?
I don't think Sean's that far away. I think it's a
No, 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 no. That was close.
Friday at training, dude. He's I'll tell you what, Sean didn't win, but he didn't fucking lose, if that makes sense.
He took something.
Yeah, he took some from that and now he's just going hard. And I respect anyone that could take a loss like that. You don't
Hmm.
lose, you learn. You're only a loser when you quit, say you suck and you're never gonna do it again. That's pussy talk.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
stop the
Matt
bleeding
says
accident, get back in the gym.
Matt says Grimaldi pulls as low as 176, but I think he pulls multiple weight classes when he goes to tournaments. So that's what Steve was saying. He's a MAC athlete. He was on my team. That's what Dan said. So yeah, Grimaldi on East versus West. No, no, no.
Wait, wait, who do you think? Wait, let's do a little thing right now. 176. Who do you think Mike Grimaldi could compete with right-handed?
Oh,
Do you do you
I
think he?
don't know. That's a tough one. I don't. I think Hunter beats him. So,
You think Hunter Knox beats him?
oh yeah, I
Really?
pick probably. Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah. I'm
Hunter,
trying to think.
I want to argue with you because Mandauga shut him down hard left-handed, hard,
Yes.
and if he can't get that hook in, we've seen that he doesn't have it.
Yeah, but Hunter's nobody touches him like at all,
But
right or left in U.S.
Aldi touched him? That's the question.
Yeah, but you're talking about Mendaugas, not Mike Grimaldi.
Maybe
Not the same guy.
I think. No, what I'm arguing with you now. I'm going to say Grimaldi smashes Mandaugas. Want to know why? Because USA is better than everyone. Number one.
Oh, left-handed Eli stayed off. Yeah, well, not right-handed. Justin Bishop's 176. Everybody's chiming in. So, I mean, there's a lot of nasty 176ers. There's Dustin Hyatt. So, there's a lot of guys at 176 who are close to each other.
And these guys got to get out of the woodwork. You know what I mean? After going to the Armoires, I've just realized there's so many monsters out in these woods. You just got to go looking. Well, you want to be careful. Once you find them, you got to be able to deal with that shit.
Yeah.
A lot of trouble.
Who is it? Tyler says Corey Miller, but I think Corey Miller's 198 now. I think he's too big for the 176. But
Yeah, Corey.
oh, Grimaldi beats Dustin Hyatt. I'm just trying to read off that's Matt
No,
Bush, but
that's the facts, people. I want to know.
yeah, we want to know. We want to know. Grimaldi can get a stop on Corey over Corey. What's up?
Downpouring at your house? Dude, it's like
It's not,
I go outside
it's
taking
not,
a shower right now, raining.
it's not supposed to rain here till 9. When I left work, I got poured on.
Oh, it's hot.
It was nasty.
Shut up.
So we got last match was Vlad versus John Cervantes. So
Vlad, not Vlad.
Vlad the Impaler.
Vlad.
Vlad was the vampire.
Yeah, they call him the assassin. That sucks. I think it should be Vlad the.
I like that too, as well.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Although I don't think he's impaling anyone, but either way.
No, but that was good. If John would have worked the top roll a little more, I think he would have had a better chance. But
I
because there
think
were stops in there.
we're talking about where guys feel good in that certain hook thing, like it feels like it's a good spot to go, and then you go there, you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
On the initial surge with John, it looked like he had something, and it looked like he almost popped something, and then he kind of dove into it, and I was like, shit. And then once it stopped, you could just see it, and I was, this kudos to Vlad, dude. What a fucking rugged guy to lock out like that. Like, fuck that guy, honestly, for being that good and making me feel so bad about myself. That's how I feel.
Yeah, he just got that high position and just stopped the whole match. So, but that's what Steve talked about. He puts you in a bad position,
Yep.
makes you work, and then lets you burn out, and then takes you.
Yeah.
So,
Good game plan. Again, I want to see someone give this guy a match.
yeah.
So maybe.
So you're thinking you want to see him and Ben?
Oh, I want to see that. And then I want to see the winner of Ben and Vlad, whoever wins that, pull Artem Tarantenko.
I don't know about that.
Telling you right now.
I think Artem's. Well, you got to remember, like Artem pulls with the likes of like Toulier and John Terrian and those guys.
Right.
And I think they're a level up.
I don't know. We got to find out, dude. These guys are
Yeah, true.
young for so long. I mean, I don't think either one of them are young, but I think they're peaking.
Yeah, true.
You know what they need to do is hit up Artem for some fucking orange juice, and then train for 6 months with the orange juice he gave him, and then go beat Artem.
Orange juice.
Yeah,
What?
yeah. You know the orange juice with the pulp in it.
What you talking about? But ranked at 220 title, and what is his? I guess Grimaldi's 12th in the country at 190.
Yeah. So that what does that mean at 176? He's got to be like three.
Yeah, but I don't know if he pulls 176 anymore. He didn't seem too big to be pulling at 176 unless you do a super cut. But yeah, Artem's number one in the country. I knew that.
Is he?
He is left-handed.
I watched him get stopped by Auden Lorette, so I don't think he's that good. Or maybe Auden Lorette's
Audie took hand control, but it wasn't much of a match.
doesn't matter, dude. Say you took the elite guy's hand and you're 19 years old. Fuck that kid. You wait till
Yeah.
that's gonna be a problem.
I don't know, man. You know what? Well, there's going to be other people coming up. What if Auden doesn't end up being that good?
I disagree. You want to know what wins every day is consistency. If a guy trains every day for 5 years, he's going to be good at this sport. Unless he's just really
Well,
stupid.
consistency with Riri strength. You got some weird noise going on over there, bud.
My fat basset hound, she's kind of a slut for. So you just got to put your
Oh,
hand or else she moans.
I got a dog like that.
Yeah.
So, what's some upcoming stuff that you're excited about?
There's a lot I want to talk about for excitement. We got the Shield event May 3rd. We got
Yep.
Iron Links tournament May 3rd. We have the Strap anniversary match, Jason Vale tournament.
Jason Vale.
Jason Vale, May 3rd.
East versus West at the end of March. March 29th.
March, bro? We're in April.
Yes. No. Oh yeah. End of this month. Sorry.
So you mean 13th is the next one?
Oh, maybe it's May. 1 minute.
Yeah, it is May. We're in April.
Oh no, it's King of the Table. It's King of the Table.
Dude.
What?
This fucking dog, dude. My girlfriend just won't do anything with her right now.
So there was some matches added for King of the Table. There was, what was it? This is the one with Michael and Vitali.
Yeah, they're the main card on that. I hope Mike wins, but I kind of don't because that's gonna really kill Vitali's like gravy train, and I don't.
Wow. Dude, there's a lot of matches. Let's go through these because there's some crazy matches.
Okay, and then we'll call it. And
Okay.
again,
Yep.
thank you guys for watching. We love you.
Absolutely.
And I love all the guys that were at Iron Wars. Like every time I go out of state, everyone's so welcoming and they're friendly. Even the guys we pull, even the guys that beat, guys we beat. This great dudes.
Yeah.
It's a great.
The guys we compete against, competing against the guys we like are the best. That is the best.
At tournament, I think I've heard more I love yous to me, and I've said more I love yous to them than I do at my family gatherings. That's a fact.
All right, so it looks like Zarab is coming back, and he's going to pull Georgi Teatov, who is. Remember when Irakli pulled that really tall dude and smoked him?
Yeah,
that's who Zarab is pulling.
Zarab, the guy that tore his bicep, right? They said he retired, but he's back.
Yep.
Yo.
So it looks like he's pulling.
Made. But if you arm wrestle, you can't retire. You're just gonna take a break. Stop retiring. You fucking
Exactly.
If someone on your family, because you died, and they said, "Hey, by the way, he retired today," I'll be cool. I get it.
Or like Lupke's, where he keeps getting super sick. That's okay.
No. If he ever got better, he would.
So I mean, I don't know this other guy, but he is a tall top roller, and Zarab has a problem with that. So. Who do you think's going to win?
I'm always voting for the top roller because I think hookers need to stop selling themselves and get a good relationship with their parents.
Okay. Yeah, that's a different kind of hooker, but so you've got Georgie. The next one is Pedro Mara Aron, I don't know, versus Lachlan Adair. So Pedro was the guy who pulled in one of the previous East versus West against that older dude, and he won.
I don't know
It
who
was one
that
of
is.
the first, it was one of the beginning matches, and you're like, I don't know either of these guys. You were over here.
Oh, yeah. So I'm gonna go with the guy I know then.
I'll take Petro because he's Ukrainian, I think. No, he's yes, he is. He's Ukrainian. And you got to take the foreign guy over the Australian, who's technically an American.
Or
Huh?
is it 105 or 115?
Uh, light heavyweight, so it looks like it's 105.
Yeah, that's
This
not
is an interesting,
cool.
dude. This is an interesting one. Georgy Svetkov, left-handed versus David Daddykin.
That's not good. We saw what
I think
we saw what he did to fucking what's his name? The Viking dude?
Daddykin. Oh, Vince Kurdechka. Yeah, I think he smokes Georgie.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be a good match. Especially after
Unless unless Georgie's hand is like rock solid.
but we saw Devin smash Georgie left handed.
Yeah, but Devin's technically fantastic, and they both have top rolls.
I don't know. After seeing the way what's his face David smashed Kurdecha, bro, I'm going David. I'd bet the house on that. Bet.
I would too.
I'm gonna go bet the dollhouse in my basement on that. Oh,
All
real
right.
I got two ice plunges and yeah, tomorrow
Oh, ice baths.
ice
Yes.
and tomorrow morning me and Bert are gonna do a live for 3 minutes and 32-degree water. And I don't know if I'm gonna do a live. I'm gonna take that back. I might have to like edit some of the words and shit.
You should do it more like 50-degree water, but it shouldn't be. It won't be 30.
No. 32 is freezing. So if you get that water 32, right? When you start
It's
to fry,
ice.
now the top layer will form first, and then it'll
Yeah,
start
but
to.
it's not going to be that cold out. If you just add ice at 60-degree weather, it's like 50 something. That's really cold.
My well water is 52.
I think you're underestimating how cold it is. 50 degrees is.
Yeah, bro. Listen, I've gone polar swimming. I've done the nut tuck because it's so cold.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
anyways, so tomorrow,
Fair
guys,
enough.
I want to see some 3 minutes entertainment. It's and I Burdock never does a reaction to anything. He's always pretty chill. So I hope I get to hear him fucking squeal like a little bitch and be like, "Yeah, you're the one that wanted to do this. You kept bringing it up. This is your fault."
All right. I like it. All right. Next match. Ivan Malashenko versus Sergey Kalyachenko.
Yeah, Ivan's gonna win. That's a dumb match.
I don't know. It's right hand. It's not
Yeah, right.
left.
Ready? Look at this. Wapa, wapa.
I'll take Sergey just to make it fun.
I love Sergey, by the way. One of my favorite
I
polars.
do
He's
too.
a little fat,
Yes.
but he looked like a badass. Them glasses, I really liked it. But Ivan, dude, that fucking hook, Jesus.
Yeah, but he's just not as good right-handed. I don't think he's the same.
It, I don't know. I would argue with you. That's why I picked.
Oh, I want to get down to the one of the matches because I'm really interested, and it's crazy that that match is happening. So, Jocelyn Brisson versus Egla. Jocelyn's the Canadian girl who just
Yeah,
beat Sarah Bachman.
and Egla's the one that's built like my dad.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, except she's bigger.
What? How much
She's
she weigh?
bigger. She's a big girl.
Egla's not that big. I bet Egla's like 170 pounds.
No, I
Easy.
don't think so.
You're right. Maybe 160. Yeah, she's got like the bullfrog back.
She's 5'10"
Yeah.
and she's 176. My bad.
I'm
Yeah,
fucking good, huh?
cool.
Yeah.
Uh, I want to see Jocelyn win. We got to go North America, right?
I'm gonna vote for the chick that looks like my father because I have
I,
daddy.
I, okay. I think. but I want to push for Jocelyn because we want to see her get a championship match.
I mean this respectfully, and someone's going to hate me for this. I wish there was more weight classes in the women division, but the problem is we don't have enough girl pullers.
There
But
are a bunch of weight classes.
oh,
There's like six.
these chicks dislike pulling super heavyweight girls.
These girls are super heavyweight girls. It's like I think it's like 170. I think it's 80 kilo and up or 85 and up.
That is fucking insane because
Yeah.
that's not fair.
I think it's 75 plus. I think that's what it is. I'm not 100% on that, but this is an interesting one. Camille Jablonski versus Georgie Dazornov.
That's like a press versus a press, right? But Georgie's kind of like a
Press
hook.
versus hook. Yeah, Georgie's a hook puller.
And it's right or left?
It is left arm.
Ooh. I'm going to go with Camille.
Camille's going to be the favorite.
I think right face would be better, like the favorite, but I'm going to go with Camille left-handed.
Okay, fair enough. I'm going to choose the same. I like this match, but this is a weird match. Nugo, Chikadze,
The tweaker?
The tweaker versus Matt Mask.
I'm
Matt Mask all day. I have to go for Matt Mask.
I'm warning you right now. Everyone mark my words. If Nugo starts doing this shit, right, where he starts tweaking, he keeps getting – if you're in a fucking ref script, I understand you got Tourette's, right? That's not your fault. Let's say it's not his fault. But if you're gaining an advantage, that's not fair. So if all of a sudden Nugo's like this, right, and then Matt's like this, and all of a sudden, fucking say go, that little tweaker, and he smashes Matt, then you're going to watch Matt get depressed again. And I pray to God that doesn't happen. And I hope Matt's smart enough to not let it happen. But if Matt can keep it like this, that little bastard's getting twisted.
Yeah, I would agree.
But mark my words, Nugo.
I mean, the height difference is way huge.
Yes.
Like, because I think Nugo's like 5. He's got to be like 5'10", 5'8". Holy smokes, Matt's 6'5".
But I think Nugo is Georgian, right?
Nugo is Georgian. Yep.
Yeah, them Georgians are just fucking strong, though.
They are.
And speaking, dude, the way he tweaked on RVJ, oh my God, I felt so bad for him.
Yeah, but RVJ's not as good as Matt Mask, so let's be honest.
Think there's levels?
I think there's levels in between them. The next match we got is Arthur Makarov versus Daniel Prohatskip, and that's for a championship.
Daniel's good, dude.
Arthur was the one who beat Mendaugas for the championship that day.
Oh yeah, that guy's a weird looking fella.
He's the one who injured Engen in his last match.
I think he's got like a really he's got the different hairdo, but like there's something about him. Either he's got a wicked thick forearm, right, or he's got a weird neck. One or the other.
Yeah, he got a really thick forearm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what it was. He got that thick old forearm, bro. He got that cornbread forearm. You know what I mean? He got that doing all the work, one arm stuff.
I still think Daniel beats him though.
I don't know. That one.
I think Daniel's walk is too good. If Mendaugas can't hook beat him.
No shit.
But I don't think anybody in that weight class can beat him in a hook.
No, I think. Well, we're gonna see it right now.
We are gonna see it. Yep, you are correct.
So who is the better hooker? We better bring some ones for this match. That's all I'm saying.
It's 20s. Daniel's high class. You know he's an orthopedic surgeon?
What?
Yes. Daniel Prohatskip is an orthopedic surgeon.
Is he a good one?
Of course he is.
Okay. I'm just saying there's a shit field.
I don't know if you know about this match. This is crazy. For the interim heavyweight championship title, that's 115 kilo.
Are we ready?
Ibram Sagov versus Gennady Kikvinia. Gennady's going to come down to 150 or 253. I think it's 253, right?
Yeah. You want to know what this is?
Crazy.
I'm going to call it. I don't think anyone's been catching on yet, but I've caught on. Devin Lorette is a curse, but he also gives you, guess what? A good luck charm. Oleg Petrenko. 105 just doesn't cut it. Devin says you got to go to 95. Oleg goes to 95, wins the left-handed title against the Georgian. Right?
Yeah.
So guess what? Devin just beats Gennady. Gennady then goes down to the 115 to get himself a what?
Title.
Yeah.
Because he can't win at supers.
Is pull Devin Lorette at the super heavyweight tournament in East versus West and lose. And next guy beats a world champion. Guaranteed. It's math. It's math.
Okay. All right. So when you get touched by God, you get the gift.
I don't know if Devin Lorette considers himself Jesus, but maybe like arm wrestling Jesus.
Right. Is
Right.
he more of like a Muhammad because Muhammad's like a dumbed down Jesus?
Ooh.
All right, James got it. Guys, I'm sorry if you're Muslim. I was just joking. But anyway.
Yeah, we'll talk about being
no homo. Next match, we got Todd Hutchins versus Rustam Babayev. So, just as a history, Todd's never beaten Rustam.
Oh my god, I know. But I was reading a bunch of things where they were saying Rustam is not in the best shape he used to be. Like,
oh, he looks pretty good to me.
Again,
I think he's
on Facebook.
I think he's back to where he should be. I am taking Todd because America.
USA.
USA.
Dude, the fact that 60-year-old champion is walking guys tells you how great the new drugs are for this. Longevity is great. And I love it.
And this is for a championship. He's putting up the title. So
yeah. Dude,
it's
probably the fastest defense we've seen, right? I think Hermes probably holds the record for fastest defense in East versus West.
I'm not sure.
Hermes beat Jerry and then pulls Devin 3 weeks later.
Was it 3 weeks later? Are you sure?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize that. This is not for a world title. It's kind of in a weird spot, too. Paul Lynn versus David Smushia. I think it's an amazing match, but I think it's a mismatch at 95.
Why? Who do you think's the favorite?
I think Paul. Paul already beat him once.
Paul's the favorite right now?
Paul beat him in like East versus West too.
Right-handed?
Yeah.
I mean, listen, that's great news for me, and I love it. I love Paul. Paul's fucking a monster. I want America to win every day. So, yeah, let's go with that. But I know David's a monster. In the way that – here's the question. Do you think Paul can beat Hutchings?
No.
But,
no, I do not.
But Hutchings couldn't beat David.
They never pulled.
Oh, was it Dadikin that fucked Todd up?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I always get David and Dadikin fucked up all the time.
And Todd says he can beat Dadikin at 105.
He thinks he can do it now?
Yep. He's like, I wasn't training for the second hit, and I didn't realize how crazy it was. And he's like, I think I can do it. So, all right, we got the final match, and then we're going to jump off because, well, an hour is good because we don't have any guests. It's just us.
We got to respond to anybody. We got to tell them we love you.
We have been. Of course we have. Yeah, at the end of this.
Well, just making sure we're up to date.
Absolutely. It's the same guys. So Vitaly versus Michael Todd.
Ooh, the Russian Bear versus...
You want America to win, but the favorite is obviously Vitaly.
I've really thought about this. Levon hits, right? Levon, Michael Todd.
Yeah.
Do you think... I think Levon goes right through that King's move. I really do. And no disrespect. I just don't think it's not the same pressure that these other guys could bring. And I think that's what fucked Devin up when Devin pulled him. Everyone that pulls Levon, I don't think, like, you know what I mean? Levon doesn't pull, right? Levon only pulls once or 2 times a year.
Yeah.
That's the only time you get to feel that.
I think Devin's biggest problem was he was 259 pounds.
Right, but I guarantee you, even in the second time when Devin pulled him, Devin went, fuck me. Like there's still that much pressure that I can't stop.
Yeah,
Like he
but
broke.
he went red line. Like Neil Pickup says it. He's like, you went past the red line. Like you broke your barrier. Like it was too much. So and he did. He redlined and he didn't stop in the middle ever again. But he was only 259 when he pulled that second time.
Right.
So he said he had some eating problems and he had some training problems in that one as well. He wasn't making any excuses like I got beat, but like I had some lifestyle shit that was going on that screwed me up. So can you see the chat from your phone or no?
No, bro. I'm just
All right. So we want to thank everybody. We want to thank Dan, your brother, Bird. We've got Matt Bush on here, Tyler. We've got Andrew Rivers. So thank you guys for watching and commenting. We really appreciate it. We're gonna attempt to make sure we do this every single week. Like you see, if we're not together or we like to be together because we like to hold those hands at the end of the podcast. But
we're always together. I got
uh,
a whole bag of your pubic hairs in my closet just in case. So I know
he
you're.
is not. No.
No, look at this. This is such an honest face right now, bro. I'm telling you right now.
It's not possible.
Could be. I shave you when you sleep.
Mm-mm.
You know?
What?
Yeah, dude.
Oh my God. Hey, can I tell you this story? All right. So I walk into my bathroom and everybody's gross at work. And sorry if you're the guy who did this. There was a pube that was like 3 inches long on the toilet, and I was so mortified that someone has full bush. I thought all dudes trimmed.
Well, no, he's a man, not a dude.
That was full bush. That was gross. That's not a man. That's not. You don't respect your woman if you don't clean that shit up.
Maybe he respects her enough to let her floss her teeth. Hmm? Hmm? Maybe he's looking out for her. That says more about him than us.
All right, fair enough. All right, buddy, you ready to sign off?
Yeah, dude.
We gotta do this together. Ready? Well, I'm Patrick,
I'm James.
and this was
Two
guys, one cup.
guys.
Boom.
Fucking
Ooh. All right, we'll sign off. Thank you guys. We appreciate it.
Yeah,
All right, buddy. Love you, man.
Have a great night, dude. Hugs and kisses to your pink parts.
Oh, hugs and kisses to all your pink parts.
All the pink.
All right, buddy. Have a good night.
You too, dude. I love you.